that first century church, first and second century, they weren't led by a supreme being. The church has always seen the supreme leader of the church being Jesus Christ himself. That was always the supreme leader. Bishops, elders, teachers, they were localized of a local body of believers. They wasn't this national or this global leader. That was an office reserved for Jesus, which we see in the book of Hebrews. He's our high priest, right? He's the new Adam, if you will, right? Yeah. He's our connection to God. So Jesus is the supreme leader of the church. Jesus is, if you would, he's our high priest. But below him are bishops and leaders, which are always to represent local churches. This actually never shifted until the 3rd, 4th century when Constantine legalized Christianity. And up until that point, the early church saw their leadership coming from their local authorities, right? That's where they identified. And maybe they looked toward Alexandria for leadership. Maybe they looked toward Antioch, but they definitely, and Jerusalem, but they definitely did not look toward Rome. It was only when Constantine legalized it that they started to look then, the church started to look toward Rome because of its political clout. And then it wasn't until like 450 AD where the first pope ever actually was designated pope. We actually don't even see the term pope ever used until 440 to 460 AD with Pope Leo. They call him Pope Leo the Great. He was literally the first pope. And then they try to trace his lineage back to Peter. But it's a total misinterpretation of Scripture. It's eisegesis. And the whole entire foundation they've built upon is not true. So when I'm asked, do we need a pope today? Absolutely not. There's no one that stands above the church except for Jesus. There's no supreme leader except for Jesus himself.